The Escape is the second best-selling Ford behind only the F-150, and it competes in a category which is not only seeing explosive sales growth, but also lots of new competitors. So for 2017, Ford has updated the Escape with new styling and new features to keep it up to date. In this review, we will cover all three trim levels of the Escape, S, SE, and the Titanium like we have here. So let's see if the changes Ford made will keep it in the running. We would like to specially thank Jack Kane Ford for giving us access to today's vehicle. If you would like to check out their dealership and large inventory of all the Ford models, we have provided a link to their website in the video description. Upper trim levels of the Escape get this nice key fob, which has a solid feel in the hand. Additionally, the Titanium gets you standard remote start. To lock the door, just press the black sensor, and grabbing the door handle will unlock the door. Let's check out what's under the hood. The Escape's refresh included a few changes under the hood. There are still 3 engines, but 2 of them have been updated. The 2.5-liter i4 is the one that hasn't been changed, and it is still available on only the Escape S. It makes 168 horsepower and 170 pound-feet of torque. A new 1.5-liter EcoBoost turbocharged 4-cylinder takes the place of the old 1.6-liter, and this is the standard engine on the SE and Titanium. It produces 179 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. Finally, at the top of the engine lineup is an updated 2-liter EcoBoost engine, which makes 245 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque. This engine is optional on both the SE and the Titanium. The S model is front-wheel drive only, but the SE and Titanium can opt for all-wheel drive. All 3 engines are mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission with manual shiftability. The 2 EcoBoost engines also now have auto start-stop technology for 2017, which helps them to keep the same or better fuel economy despite stricter 2017 EPA testing. The ratings for the front-wheel drive models are 24 combined for the base 2.5-liter, 26 combined for the 1.5-liter, and 25 combined for the 2-liter. Adding all-wheel drive reduces them by 2 mpg. Now let's look at the updated exterior styling and features. Of all the 2017 changes, what Ford did to the front end is the biggest difference. They took what used to be a 4-piece grille and changed it to a 2-part design more in line with other Ford crossovers. The top part is a hexagon and has this silver finish on the SE and Titanium. It is fully black on the base S. The headlights also have been totally changed. They have a sleeker look, and the titanium gets these LED daytime running lights. The headlights themselves are halogens, unless you opt for the 301A package on the titanium. Down below you have a turn signal indicator and the fog lamp. Ground clearance has been reduced by 0.1 inches this year, bringing it to 7.8 inches, which is still good for the class. Every trim of the Escape comes with a different wheel design. Our wheels are the standard titanium 18-inch silver painted aluminum wheels. The base S gets 17-inch steel wheels, while the SE gets 17-inch silver alloy wheels. Both the SE and titanium offer a sport appearance package which includes 19-inch blacked out wheels. Behind the aerodynamic cover, there are ventilated disc brakes in the front and solid disc brakes in the rear. The tires are all seasons. The mirrors are heated with memory, and you have approach lamps on the titanium. Blind spot monitoring is also included on the titanium as standard equipment. Ford calls this system Bliss, and it lights up these indicators when a vehicle is in your blind spot. The Escape's 178.1-inch length is unchanged, so it will continue to be on the small end of the segment. As far as safety goes, the 2017 Escape scored good on all but the small front overlap test where it scored acceptable. This and the basic score on front crash prevention technology keep the Escape from achieving top safety pick designation. In addition to improved fuel economy, Ford added 0.8 gallons to the fuel tank size for 2017. This increases the range to 408 miles for the most efficient model and 377 miles as equipped. Coming around back, you'll see some more updates, but they are more subtle than the changes to the front. The center portion of the tailgate around the license plate has been reshaped. The taillights also have been redesigned. They are now much smaller, and the brake light portion is now LED. The SE and titanium get these chrome-tipped exhaust outlets. Towing is probably not a major concern in this class, but the Escape can pull up to 3,500 pounds, which is significantly better than the RAV4, Rogue, or CR-V. These chrome roof rails come on only the titanium. Anyways, now let's check out the improvements to the inside. The Escape's interior has also been thoroughly revised for 2017. On most models, it's available in either charcoal or medium stone colors. Cloth comes on the S and SE, and leather is only standard on the top-end titanium, but you can option it on to the SE. The Sport Appearance package will give you partial leather seats. The door trim looks essentially the same as last year, but the materials have been upgraded. All 4 of your windows are automatic on the titanium. The top is also padded, and the titanium gains these 3-person memory functions. The driver's seat is 10-way power on both the SE and the titanium. The S is stuck with a 6-way manual seat. The seat itself is quite comfortable, and I like the horizontal stitching pattern. When you get into the 2017 Escape, you won't notice a major design change, but you will see small upgrades just about everywhere. One general theme is the use of higher quality materials. The upper dash is made of high quality soft touch plastic. Down here you have some solid black trim, which fits together really well. Since only the titanium gets intelligent entry, it will also be the only one to get push button start. Sync 3 and this large 8-inch touchscreen are also standard only on the titanium. Startup is very quiet and smooth. The gauges are nicely stylized with clear and legible numbers as well as a multifunction display. This big screen comes on all but the base S, and you can scroll between your trip timers, fuel economies, speeds, and even an eco driving coach, plus anything else you'd be looking for. The steering is electric power and is fed via this brand new leather wrapped steering wheel. These controls are for the multifunction display, and these are for the adaptive cruise. Over here are your phone and voice controls. The steering wheel is manual tilt and telescoping, and you can add heating to the titanium. The headlight controls are always over here on Fords. Storage space in the Escape is right on par for the class. The center armrest opens in two ways, either with this small cubby or the whole thing. The full area is good sized, and you have a 12-volt outlet and USB port inside. Thanks to the new electronic parking brake and relocated shifter, there are several new cubbies, including this one with another USB and a 12-volt outlet. And rounding it out is some bottle storage in the door. Not only has the shifter been lowered, but it also has a more premium design. You can shift manually by going into S, and then using the new paddle shifters. A backup camera is standard across the board, but only the titanium gets rear parking sensors. It has dynamic trajectory, and you can hit the plus button to zoom in. Coming up to the climate control, you'll notice that it too has been redesigned. Both the SE and Titanium will get this dual zone automatic climate control system. The controls are easy to use and feel high quality. On the Titanium, you'll also get these 3-stage heated front seats. Ventilated seats are not available, but that's not really expected in this class. The top-end Titanium also comes standard with this 10-speaker Sony audio system. Its sound quality is impressive. The other Escapes get a 6-speaker sound system. Sync 3 is standard on the Titanium, but navigation is not. We don't have the optional navigation, but let's go ahead and take a look at the basic Sync 3 system. The Sync 3 system is definitely one of the best infotainment systems on the market. It's fast, easy to use, and it's visually appealing. Flipping through the tabs and scrolling on the screen are just like using a smartphone. This is the home screen where you can add app shortcuts. Bluetooth audio is standard, and you can play, pause, and skip tracks straight from the screen. You also have many different audio sources which can be accessed here. Apps other than Pandora and Spotify will show up if you have them installed. When you pair your smartphone, you can see things like your synced contacts. Scrolling is easily done, and you can search by letter. Here are your apps. Again, what shows up here depends on what you have installed on your smartphone. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are also included. We have specific videos dedicated to both the Android Auto system and the Sync 3 system. So if you'd like to learn more about either one of these, be sure to check them out. You do get a physical volume knob and some other buttons. This up here is the CD/DVD player. This auto-dimming rearview mirror is only on the top trim level. And so are these universal garage door openers. One of the standalone options on Escape is this panoramic Vista moonroof, which costs $1,500. There is no regular moonroof option. The sunshade is power, and the front glass does open, but I'm not going to do that since it's raining. So overall, the Escape's interior remains one of the best in the segment. It's nicely appointed, has lots of technology, all while being comfortable and roomy. Now I'll let my brother show you the rest of the vehicle.
The materials look convincingly like the front, but they are hard-touch plastic instead of the soft touch in the front. But really, that's just the standard affair for the class. This area is padded and the window is automatic. In the rear of the Escape, you'll find 37.3 inches of legroom and 39 inches of headroom. This puts it at nearly identical specs as both the Rogue and RAV4. The seats back here are a little bit firmer than the front. Down here you have some rear vents, as well as a 115-volt household outlet. You'll also find some of the ambient lights. The armrest is leather wrapped and has a couple of cup holders. You have an assist grip, coat hook, and some LED lights. The headliner is a lot better than what you'd find in a RAV4. Legroom really isn't an issue with Escape. even though the seats don't slide. I've got plenty of space for my legs and feet, and over there you can see what it's like with the seat all the way back. I still have some room left over. The Escape's rear seat is one of the best ones in the class. While I do wish heated seats were offered, it's pretty comfortable and has things your children would love, like a power outlet. A power tailgate is only on the Platinum. It'll also include Ford's well-known foot-activated feature. Just kick up under the bumper and it'll automatically open the tailgate. Inside the cargo area, you'll find 34 cubic feet of space behind the second row, and 67.8 cubic feet with them folded. This puts it at a few cubic foot disadvantage over the RAV4, Rogue, and CR-V. Inside you have a couple more connections and lights. And up underneath the floor you have an actual spare tire. Since you can't fold the seats from the cargo area, you must do it manually here. If the seat was scooted up further, it would have folded flat. The passenger seat is 10-way power adjusting on the titanium, and manual on the other two trims. The dash is all soft-touch plastic, and you have an angular air vent. The glove box on the Escape is surprisingly large. When I back up, I can show you just how wide it opens. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed this detailed look at the refreshed 2017 Ford Escape Titanium. Stay tuned for the pricing information of this particular model, as well as the rest of the Escape lineup. Please hit those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed, and come along with us next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.